mga kaibigan, welcome to In My Toolbox, your go-to channel for business, finance, sales, marketing, and everything in between. So whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned professional, or simply someone eager to sharpen your skill, this is where we unpack the tools where you need to succeed. Each episode, mga kaibigan, dives deep into the proven strategies, actionable insights, and expert advice to help you navigate the fast-paced world of business. From mastering sales technique and decoding marketing trends to financial literacy and cultivating a growth mindset, we cover it all here. Plus, we explore valuable insights from the educated world, ensuring you're always equipped with knowledge that matters. Think of this show as your personal toolbox, stocked with resources, tips, and inspiration you need to tackle challenges out there, grow your business, and of course, reach your goals. A quick disclaimer, mga kaibigan, the information shared here is for your general informational purposes only and should not be considered professional advice. I am not a tax advisor, a lawyer, or financial planner. For personal guidance, please consult a qualified professional in the relevant field. So if you're ready, mga kaibigan, to level up, hit subscribe, hit like, and let's build something extraordinary together. My name again is Enrico Pobre. I'm an economist, financial professional, business consultant, and of course your resource. Once again, mga kaibigan, welcome to In My Toolbox. Alright, mga kaibigan, so how was your week? Alright, mga kaibigan, alam nyo, we're gonna be talking about a very good topic today. A topic that, I've been wanting to talk about for the longest time. This is about why every smart business needs what you call a virtual assistant. Have you actually heard of virtual assistant before, mga kaibigan? Okay, let me tell you a story, okay? A few years ago, I met this person. He's actually a brilliant digital marketing agency owner from San Diego. She had great clients, but she was actually drowning. She was the designer, the strategist, the project manager, the bookkeeper, and she could actually be her own receptionist. So if you're a business owner, that might be, it sounds familiar to you. So emails were piling up, deadlines were slipping, and her dream business, it actually turned into a 24/7 stress machine, And then someone asked her, why not get a virtual assistant from the Philippines? Of course, for people who only got to hear virtual assistant the first time, they will, of course, they would be skeptical. But can someone remote really understand my business? That might be the first question that will come up, right? Number two, since they're remote, will they actually show up? All right. Or will I spend more time managing them than just doing the work myself? But again, that lady, she gave it a shot. Within a few weeks, she had a dedicated, virtual assistant who managed her inbox, built her client reports, scheduled social media posts, created Canva graphics because she needed that, and someone actually even follow up on unpaid invoices. Then 6 months later, she had a team of 3 virtual assistants already working efficiently while she focused on strategy and growth. Revenue went up, stress went down, and for the first time in years, she took a real vacation, right? So, mga kaibigan, if that sounds familiar and the latter part is something that you would want to experience as well, you might want to think of virtual assistants because virtual assistants has been around for a while, but of course, the history, it truly took off in maybe around early, 2000. Especially when technology was made it easy for people to work remotely. Tools like Skype, Zoom, Trello, Slack, these were the mainstream at the time. And then businesses began seeing the benefits of hiring these remote professionals, and then the Philippine market starts coming into the picture. Philippines is actually a country that quickly became one of the top hubs for outsourcing due to a strong BPO industry, highly educated, English-speaking workforce, and of course, a culture that's built around service, respect, and loyalty. In fact, in a workforce, that's something that you would want to look into as well. There's a culture that was built around those very important things. Service, respect, and loyalty. Fast forward to today, global companies like Accenture, Microsoft, and even, American Express outsource teams already to the Philippines. But now, small businesses and solopreneurs, we call it, are tapping into what we call virtual assistant. So, with virtual assistant companies making it more accessible than ever. That's today, mga kaibigan. So, what is a virtual assistance company? Let's just break it down, mga kaibigan. A virtual assistant company provides remote professionals, or what you call virtual assistants, okay? These people will help you handle important, time-consuming business tasks without needing to be physically present. But unlike hiring a freelancer from a gig platform, a virtual assistant company recruits pre-vetted skilled professionals, okay? Trains them, based on your business need. They could also manage schedule, replacements, and performance, and then gives you reliable, consistent support. Example, mga kaibigan, okay? So, for example, if you're a coach running weekly Zoom sessions, writing newsletters, and onboarding new clients, a virtual assistant company can already, you can assign that they can train assistants to manage your bookings, format your email campaigns, create a recap notes from your calls, upload video content to your member portal, and etc. So those are some of the things that virtual assistant can do for you. I'm just starting, mga kaibigan. So why businesses, let's just dive deeply into this one, need virtual assistant, especially, I'm talking about from the Philippines. Okay? So this is where it really gets interesting, and of course, why it's actually practical. Number one, when you hire virtual assistant from the Philippines, there's going to be massive cost savings. Hiring a local employee here can actually cost you from $4,000 to $6,000 a month. A Filipino VA or virtual assistant with the same skill set, around $800 to $1,200 a month. Wow. That's about 80% savings for you there without sacrificing quality. Plus, you don't pay for office space, you don't pay for that, equipment, and insurance or benefits. I'll give you an example. A real estate broker, for example, will outsource his transaction coordination and leads to follow up to a virtual assistant company in the Philippines. This could actually save about over $40,000 a year in payroll. Think about that, okay? Let's look at another one, why you would want to get a virtual assistant in the Philippines. Skilled talents at your fingertips. Filipino VAs are some of the most adaptable, reliable, tech-savvy, take note, professionals that you'll ever meet. They're college educated, fluent in English, and trained in tools like Canva, WordPress, Shopify, Trello, Slacks, and CRM systems like HubSpot, Zoho, or Salesforce. Think about this one. For example, an Amazon seller hired a virtual assistant to do product research, create listings, monitoring inventory, and answer customer messages, all remotely from the Philippines. The result of this, of course, more sales, fewer headaches for you. Let's look at more time to focus on growth. Of course, you didn't start your business to spend your days sorting emails, updating spreadsheets, or posting on Instagram. With a virtual assistant handling the daily grind, you get your time and energy back for strategy, sales, innovation, building relationships. For example, if you're a life coach, you can run 3 online programs all at the same time instead of just one, because you have a virtual assistant that could handle the entire back end of your business, right? So let's look about a 24/7 business operations. How about that, right? Because of the time zone difference, Filipino virtual assistants can keep your business running while you sleep. If you need someone to answer customer service tickets at midnight, they can do that for you. If you want reports ready before you wake up, Well, that's easy, right? So if you have an e-commerce store in London, say for example, and then let's just go back here in United States. A Filipino virtual assistant team can handle customer emails, returns, and live chat during our hours here in the United States. And what will you get out of this? Of course, it will boost customer satisfaction because you are 24/7. They have a 24/7 access, right? So now, what are the real advantages of having a virtual assistant? Let's dive deeper about this virtual assistants. Okay, so why you should consider hiring a VA? Now, more time to work on the business. Again, I mentioned a while ago. You focus on what you're good at. Let somebody do the other things that that will be a time consuming for you. Again, I mentioned, you didn't start to do your business just to put all your time organizing files, cleaning, I'm just kidding, scheduling meetings, or responding to repetitive emails. I know these are important, but they're not important to growth. Let somebody do that for you, right? So, product development is something that you would want to focus on. Sales calls, strategic planning, or most importantly, family time, because somebody's actually getting those small items that that somebody can actually do instead of you doing, and then dedicate that for your family time. Or because you're just overwhelmed, just catching your breath, right? And then we mentioned about increased productivity without the payroll burden. Hiring an in-house employee, it actually means extra costs on taxes, health benefits, equipment, physical space. But hiring a Filipino VA gives you 90% of the productivity at a 20 to 30% of the cost. Again, hiring a Filipino virtual assistant gives you 90% of the productivity, 20 to 30% of the cost. That's example of why you would want to get a virtual assistant in your business. Delegation, of course, is another thing. Freedom and focus. A virtual assistant helps you buy back your mental bandwidth. You stop living in a reactive mode and shift to an intentional and high impact work. This is very important for business owners. Can you imagine? You're now gearing towards a shift to an intentional high impact work where this task that you can delegate, calendar management, invoicing and follow-ups, report generation, email marketing, even CRM cleanup, or even blog publishing or podcast editing, YouTube content repurposing, all of this, you can actually redirect it. Of course, you would want to make your clients happy, better client experience. When your business is supported by a strong back office, definitely your clients will feel it. Why? How? Faster replies, clean onboarding, proactive follow-ups, consistent content, organized workflows. These are important, a list that you can actually make your clients happy. Let's talk about scalability without risk. If you need help for 10 hours this week, no problem. Need to ramp up up to 30 hours next month? There's no problem too, because virtual assistants will give you scalable power without the fixed cost. You grow when you need to, without the stress of hiring or even firing. Just at the end of this topic, mga kaibigan, I know this is going to be a very short topic, but on the importance of building a business, you would want to make sure that you have a business that doesn't burn you out. It happened to me, and I exactly know what a burnout really means. You may have a very good business idea, but if at the end of the day it burns you out, that business is going nowhere. At the end of the day, the smartest entrepreneurs know this truth. If you're going to do everything in your business, you're the bottleneck. Again, if you're doing everything in your business, you're the bottleneck. A virtual assistant, especially from the Philippines, can be the first step towards reclaiming your time. That's the most important thing. Reclaiming your time and then scaling your operation, because you now reclaim your time. You can now scale up your business. And of course, finally, you could actually focus on the high value task. Again, high value tasks that will be able to grow your business. So again, just to make sure that that you're overextending yourself or burning out yourself, make a list of 5 tasks that you do every day that someone else can do actually remotely. Now, if you could see those, you can consider hiring a VA company to match you with the right support. So that's exactly, a good question to yourself if you think that your business is ready to go and hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines. Wow, guys. This is just a short topic regarding, virtual assistant. And I hope, this inspired you to explore your outsourcing. If you've had experience working with VAs, maybe you can drop it in the comment below. Let me know. Let everybody know, what your experience was. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon for more, for more business advice that actually works. So again, my name is Enrico Pobre. I'm your host here at In My Toolbox. See you in the next episode.